Seems legit. Hello my legitimates and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing this very simple Santa board. So the first thing we need to do is go into Lightburn. I've saved a picture off the internet already. You can also purchase different files from Etsy or wherever. So we're going to load in the image and then I'm just going to drag the corner to resize it to the way I want. You can also come up here and type in the actual size that you want it. So you want to select the whole thing, and then we are going to double check that it's the right size. I also need to add in a name here. So you click the little A, and then we're going to put it on an angle so it matches. You also can pick any font you want. I have downloaded a lot from defont.com. It is free to download them, and then they just load into your computer. So I'm just scrolling through, picking some different ones. I'm not sure why it's not showing these other bits. My computer was being weird when it recorded. But there's actually a list there of all the different ones that I can pick. I don't know why it's not showing it. It's being weird. Anyway, so we're going to resize it now that I've picked a font, and we are ready to pop it over into the machine. But you do want to go to cut, and I've got it set to fill. I like to do my wood at 100% power and 100 millimeters per second. I do it in millimeters because I'm Australian. You can work it out in inches. I don't know how to do that. That's why I stick to millimeters. I stick to what I know. I also want to make sure that my laser is in fact connected. Sometimes when I turn it on, it automatically connects, and sometimes I have to change the COM port, which I usually just guess which one it is until the laser moves for me. So yeah. It's now framing in the machine for me, which I'm going to show you in a second. I also like to find the center point. So I've got literally like a normal just tape measure here, and I'm going to find the center. You can use a tape measure like a roll-up one from Bunnings. You can use a ruler. This is just what I have available because, again, I am moving house for anyone that doesn't know, and I have packed half my stuff away. But this was for a friend, so I had to get it done. This particular time, the laser is doing it in sections instead of sweeping across the whole line. You can set it to do it the other way. I just forgot to check on it, so it's going to do it in like weird individual things. You can also see I have taken the orange cover off the laser. That's because it lives in a laser box, and usually nobody looks because I've got it all zipped up. But if I did that today, you wouldn't be able to see anything. So I've got it kind of half open. The smoke is not sucking out as well as it normally would because it's open, so that's why it looks a bit cloudy, but you get the idea. I just really wanted to show you how it lasers this. So yeah, it's doing it in individual bits instead of the whole thing at once. That's the last bit there. So now I'm going to be using this tongue oil. It is food grade safe. I got it from Bunnings, and I'm just using a cloth. So you just put a little bit on the cloth. I like to fold it so it's thicker, and because then it's smaller and easier to work with. So I just put a little bit on, and then I'm going to rub it with the grain normally. Sometimes I rub it in circles. Oh, there you go. I'm going to rub it in circles. I forgot which way I did it. Yeah, so sometimes I do it in circles. Usually I do it with the grain. This is really naughty. Always do it with grain. You'll also find some residue will come off and your cloth will look dirty. That's just from where it was lasered. But yeah, you should rub it with the grain like I'm doing now. That's the correct way to do it. You can also do the back as well, whatever floats your boat. But that board is now done and ready to go to its new home.